You don't have to do close-in sprig. You know, the further back, the better off we are.
You look great.
When my mama was 65, she was at a point in her life where she had to make some changes. My stepfather had been through Alzheimer's for 8.5 years, and the out-of-pocket cash expense was $500,000. When you go through that kind of a situation at that point in your life, everything changes. There's no longer the well-laid plans that you had or that the both of you had made together. The opportunity in Oklahoma or anywhere nationwide is very slim when you're in that boat as a widow. She had been making her Scotch Bonnet Pepper jelly for about 30 years. She'd learned to do it in Jamaica when she was there with Project Hope. And we had been telling her that she was missing the boat. I mean, this was just the most amazing food that you could eat, and it went on everything. It didn't matter. And she was afraid. She was scared to make that step. One evening we had a calf fry at the farm. She shows up with a quart jar of jelly, and there's all these old farmer dudes in their overalls, and they eat ketchup, hamburger, potatoes, and gravy. That's it. And when they got done with their calf fry, and we had some catfish and some hush puppies, all of her jelly was gone.
I focused on the flavor, not the heat of the pepper. The Scotch Bonnet is one of the hottest habaneros there are. And their Scoville unit ratings, a habanero will have about 15,000 Scoville ratings. The Scotch Bonnet has 150,000 to 350,000. So it's a real little hottie. Yeah. So a little goes a long way.
She called the extension office in Oklahoma City to see about selling her jelly at the farmer's market. And they told her, first off, go to OSU to the food entrepreneurs class. It's a one-day class. The cost was minimal, it was like $150 or somewhere in that neighborhood. And sign up for that and find out how to do it.
If it wasn't for OSU and FAPSI, I wouldn't be here because they gave me the foundation. And I rely on them still to this day. You know, I talk to them a couple times a month anyway. And I know that they're my source.
And what she found at OSU was a group of individuals who literally took her under their wing and found a path, for my mama to walk on. And for her to find a way to change her future. Darn. Okay. So when they helped her with every imaginable aspect of her product. They taught her about the ingredients, about what it's going to take to do business with people like Whole Foods, like Homeland, like Petty's, like all of our wonderful local stores and merchants that were there looking for made in Oklahoma products. They helped her through the FDA process, through the labeling process, through the cooking and recipe scale-up process. And every time we thought we'd reached a wall, there was somebody at FAPC or Made in Oklahoma or the Department of Ag that said, "No, Suan, here," and they would open a door and they would show her how to get there. They would hold her hand and they would take her through that door to the next place that she had to be. They provided for my mom the knowledge, the ability, years and years of combined experience in the food industry that you can't find gathered anywhere else. They have people who know the meat industry, they know the canning, they know pickling, they know spices, they know all of it. And they handed it to her as a gift that she just had to keep working. And she works every single day. My mama is doing something with jelly.